I didn't want to be a movie star, first of all. I just felt people in LA and movie industry, they were all messed up. I didn't want to be.
What could make America's Sunshine Girl admit she truly hated him more than anyone? Why did one of Hollywood's brightest stars disappear from our screens for over 15 years? And what secret clash on her very first film set nearly destroyed her career before it even began? Stay with us as we uncover the untold story of Goldie Hawn, a journey of heartbreak, resilience, and ultimate triumph that will change everything you thought you knew about this beloved icon. Born Goldie Jean Hawn on November 21st, 1945 in Washington, D.C., she grew up in a middle-class family that breathed creativity. Her father worked as a band leader while her mother owned a jewelry shop, and together they nurtured an environment where individuality and artistic expression flourished. From her earliest years, young Goldie possessed something special, an infectious energy and natural sense of humor that seemed to illuminate every space she occupied. Little did anyone know that this sparkling personality would one day captivate millions, but not before facing challenges that would test her very soul. Goldie's breakthrough came in the late 1960s when she joined the cast of the groundbreaking sketch comedy show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. With her dazzling smile, sparkling eyes, and impeccable comic timing, she became an instant sensation. She mastered a unique style that blended innocence with sharp wit, creating quirky and lovable characters that audiences couldn't resist. This platform launched her into Hollywood stardom and opened the doors to a film career that would span decades. Her transition from television to film showcased remarkable versatility. Goldie earned critical acclaim in both comedic and dramatic roles, proving she could move audiences to tears just as easily as laughter. Her performance in Cactus Flower won her the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress, while iconic comedies like Private Benjamin, Overboard, and The First Wives Club cemented her status as a powerhouse performer. She brought authenticity, warmth, and genuine humanity to every character she portrayed. But before all the glory, before the Oscar and the adoring fans, there was Buddy Ebsen, and a film set that felt more like a battlefield than a creative sanctuary. The year was 1968, and Goldie Hawn was making her screen debut in the one and only genuine original family band. Fresh from her success on Laugh-In, where she had creative freedom and room to experiment, she suddenly found herself on a structured, high-pressure movie set opposite Buddy Ebsen, a seasoned actor whose career spanned decades. To the public, Ebsen was the epitome of charm and talent, famous for his roles in 1930s musicals and later in the Beverly Hillbillies. But to the young Goldie, he represented something entirely different, intimidation incarnate. "I truly hated him more than anyone," Hawn admitted years later with her characteristic candor. This confession might shock those familiar with her trademark warmth and sunny disposition, but the behind-the-scenes reality told a different story. She described Ebsen as overbearing, loud, and impossibly exacting, qualities that transformed even simple scenes into high-stakes performances for the inexperienced actress. "I was just a kid, really," she recalled, "and he made it feel like every line I spoke was a test I was failing. Here's a hook to keep you engaged." Did this toxic experience destroy her career, or did it forge the superstar we know today? Keep watching to find out. The friction between the rising starlet and the veteran actor created a volatile mix of resentment, anxiety, and eventually reluctant admiration. Ebsen, with his years of experience, took his craft very seriously. While his intentions may have been rooted in professional standards, to Hawn, who was still finding her footing, it came across as overly critical and dismissive. "He didn't mean to be cruel. I know that now," she reflected. But at the time, every frown, every correction, it felt personal. It felt like he was out to make me miserable. This clash illustrates a recurring Hollywood theme, the tension between established authority and emerging talent. Despite harboring strong negative feelings during filming, Goldie recognized the opportunity the project represented. "I hated him, yes," she admitted, "but the experience taught me more than any acting class could. I learned to hold my own, to survive, and eventually to shine." This baptism by fire tested her resolve and prepared her for the iconic roles that would follow throughout the 1970s. Hawn could look back on that first uneasy encounter, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. "He was more than just a co-star," she reflected. "He was a mirror showing me exactly how much I wanted this and how much I was willing to fight for it." With a wry smile, she added, "I hated him more than anyone, and yet somehow I learned to survive and even love this crazy business because of him." Armed with newfound resilience, Goldie Hawn embarked on a remarkable career journey. However, even the brightest stars face unexpected eclipses. Her once unstoppable momentum hit a painful slowdown when two highly anticipated projects, The Out-of-Towners and Town and Country, stumbled at the box office. For an actress who had spent decades dazzling audiences, the double disappointment cast a shadow over her radiant trajectory. The commercial failures prompted Goldie to quietly step back from the Hollywood spotlight. Her 2002 film, The Banger Sisters, in which she starred opposite Susan Sarandon, became her final screen appearance for more than 15 years. To fans who had grown up watching her glow on screen, the silence felt deeply unexpected, as though an era of lighthearted Hollywood magic had suddenly dimmed. Then in 2017, Goldie Hawn stunned audiences when she triumphantly emerged from her self-imposed hiatus. After 15 years away from film sets and cameras, she returned with remarkable energy to star in the action comedy Snatched. Taking on the role of Amy Schumer's overprotective mother, she slipped effortlessly back into comedic storytelling, reminding viewers exactly why she had been adored for so long. Her comeback wasn't just another movie release, it was a celebratory moment proving that true stars never lose their shine. Beyond professional achievements, Goldie has devoted herself to making a meaningful difference. In 2003, she founded the Hawn Foundation, an organization dedicated to supporting youth education by providing programs that enhance emotional well-being and academic performance. Her passion for mindfulness and emotional intelligence reflects a compassionate side that often goes unseen behind the glamour. Goldie Hawn's love life reads like a Hollywood script filled with passion, heartbreak, and enduring devotion. She first married dancer-turned-director Gus Triconis in May 1969, but their marriage unraveled by April 1973. After dating various men, including Franco Nero, she married musician Bill Hudson in July 1976. They had two children, Oliver and Kate, who would become a beloved Hollywood actress herself, but divorced in August 1980. Everything changed on Valentine's Day 1983 when she began a relationship with actor Kurt Russell. Their chemistry was instant and genuine. Over the years, they built a blended family filled with love and mutual respect, welcoming their son Wyatt in 1986. In 2018, the couple celebrated an astonishing 35 years together, a milestone few Hollywood relationships ever reach. Their bond remains a shining example that lifelong love doesn't always require a wedding ring. From her challenging debut opposite Buddy Ebsen to her triumphant return in Snatched, Goldie Hawn's story is one of resilience, authenticity, and unwavering spirit. She transformed early struggles into strength, personal setbacks into comebacks, and fame into meaningful philanthropy. The girl who once truly hated her co-star learned to channel that intensity into a career defined by warmth, humor, and genuine humanity, proving that sometimes our greatest challenges shape us into exactly who we're meant to become. If her story moved you, share it, because somewhere, someone needs to hear that they can survive their storm too.